When you walk into a Church of Scientology, the pitch is directed at you personally. It's all about your doubts and fears and problems, and how Scientology can help you to not only resolve these, but continue on a path to personal spiritual freedom and immortality. Sounds great, huh? If only it were true. With these front groups, some of them also prey on individual problems, such as illiteracy or drug abuse. However, they also appeal to the part of us that wants to see the world be a better place, and ask us to contribute our money and our time to that cause. They do this by trying to convince us that L. Ron Hubbard was a genius, a social revolutionary. They claim he had the solutions to all the social, political, and moral issues plaguing mankind. Of course, once we've bought into it this far and have signed on to help or donate to these front groups, then a whole new pitch is directed towards getting us into a Church of Scientology so we can be conned out of all of our money. The Scientology website talks about how they help and shows videos of some of these groups, but not all of them. And if you don't know to go look on that website in the first place, you might not ever realize that these secular groups, as they call themselves, are in fact just extended arms of the main body of Scientology. They put on a public face, but are in fact 100% pure Scientology. These groups do not advertise openly about their affiliation with Scientology, and even if you ask them upfront and directly about it, they'll give you wishy-washy or vague answers to try to placate any concerns you might have. They will distance themselves from Scientology, but will talk about L. Ron Hubbard's humanitarian efforts, or brush you off with, well, what we do works, so what's the problem? In this video series, I'll give you their history and background, their true purposes and objectives, and how each of them run a con on the public at large in order to rake in as much money as they can for Scientology. In the end, that is what it's all about. I would be the last person to argue if anyone accused me of having an anti-Scientology bias. However, I want to be clear that if Scientology's social betterment solutions worked, I would have no problem with what they're doing, and I would in fact endorse them myself. I honestly wish that I had no reason to be making these videos. Unfortunately, the solutions these groups offer are not as universally workable as they would like to pretend. And since they're only front groups for Scientology, their real motives are being hidden from you from the very beginning. The list I showed earlier is only a small number of the groups that Scientology sponsors or that individual Scientologists have started. Watch out for these groups. When you donate money to what you think are worthy causes, be aware of where that money is actually going. Of course, this is true of any group you're donating to, but with these front groups, even more so. Accountability and results are the cornerstones of any valuable charity or social betterment group. Scientology groups will give you neither. Thank you for watching.